Mastering SEO Audits, how you can get or do your SEO audits to dominate search rankings, to get high positions. I'm so excited to discuss this topic with Gaetano Romeo. How are you?
I'm fine. Hi, Anatoly. How are you?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to learn more about SEO because I'm on this niche for over 12 years, but
I
I
know, I
got
know, I
it.
know.
I got it. I can learn every single day. It doesn't matter what kind of skills you have. It's always updating. Google changes the game. Many things are coming. So I'm student. I'm not an expert enough.
We are, well, we can say we are always students. Always
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
since we started, we are always students, and well, we can see that maybe it's the beautiful part of our job, because for sure we can get bored of this job.
Mhm.
This is probably the main thing. First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me, and I have to be honest, when I got your mail and I see, wow, it's amazing. The same guy who interviewed the Rand Fishkin and so on would have an interview with me. Thank you very much. I'm so happy and so honored. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was blessed to interview Ren Fishkin twice in my podcast. Yeah, on my event he spoke. So
I
so
met him last
valuable.
week. I met him last week in
Ooh,
a
nice.
event, in a conference here in
Mhm.
Milan, and it was so nice to discover. First of all, he's such a nice person. He's
Yeah.
amazing, and he's able to speak a little bit of Italian. The speech was amazing because he spoke, of course, English, but with some Italian words. Was amazing, so funny, and then it's always uh, coming from Rand on amazing speech.
Nice, nice. Love it, love it. Love to learn from Red Fishkin, from many others. And today we are going to learn from you. Uh, Tell our audience about your business experience, about your company, Bruce Clay Europe, and why you name like this, and anything that can help our listeners to learn more about you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Gaetano Romeo. If you want to improve your Italian pronunciation, they say Gaetano. It's my name, last name Romeo, not Romeo, please. In this moment, I'm the chief operating officer of Bruce Clay Europe, and probably as everyone know that Bruce Clay is the father of SEO. And I started in this industry this year is 20 years because I started in 2003. Uh, I'm Sicilian, come from Palermo, but I moved to Berlin, and I worked a lot of years abroad. I work in Germany, I work in Switzerland, then I come back in Italy, and I really doing a lot of things in Italy because, well, I can say I don't want to say I'm the number one because I don't like to tell something like this, but we can say that in Italy I'm very known SEO
Mhm.
specialist. Um, I I teach in the university in several university, of course, SEO here in Italy. I wrote 6 books, not just about SEO, but I have another passion is LinkedIn, and I wrote a book about the algorithm of LinkedIn. But I can say I teach in the best Italian academy, and I am a keynote speaker everywhere in Italy and in Europe as well. Well, we can see this is. I have to thank you because it's the first time that I'm doing something in the USA. So, really,
N-
thank you.
Nice.
And I want to say buonasera because actually in Italy in this moment is 9 p.m. Buonasera to everyone.
Mhm. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you for finding this time to share value with us. And Gaetana, I have the first question about your experience in writing books. I found that book authors are the best content creators because of they know how to share stories. And once I spoke with Jim Edwards, he wrote a book, say thank you for everything, and he told that success of online content depends on creating non-boring content. It's interesting because
It's not definitely easy to do this.
yeah, and
It's
he
not.
worked in Business Insider 10 years. He started on this company from scratch. Then he sold this company. This company was sold for $500 million. Good success. Everyone knows about Business Insider.
Not bad.
And
I would say not bad. Not
yeah,
bad.
and it's interesting because Business Insider creates content in business niche. In most cases, it's boring. It can be valuable, but it's boring. Can you tell how to share stories or create non-boring content for SEO goals?
This is a very important point because normally when we speak with other guys, person in our industry, I mean, people who are doing social media marketing, marketing automation, email marketing, everything but SEO. We can say not all everything but SEO. They
Mhm.
always say SEO is something boring.
Yeah.
Okay. So the hardest job is to convince these people that at the end, SEO, it's just another subject with our social media, marketing automation, and so on. And this is the hardest point. To write a book, it's not an easy job because I would say it's not an easy job to write a book about SEO. It's more complicated than to write a normal book because you told right. The complicated job is to let people understand something very technical in a, I would say, happy way. You know, um, it's not easy
Mhm.
because when something is technical, it's technical. Well, try to imagine to write something about engineer. You know, it's something engineer. There's no nothing to funny. There's
Mhm.
you can't tell any funny story. You can't, not at all, because you can't. And this was my. I really appreciate your question, and I want to thank you because this was my main goal to create books about SEO,
Mhm.
books where people, all people, were able to understand and uh, step by step understand that SEO is something that everyone can do it. Okay. And I think I reached the goal because I sold a lot of books and I'm very happy. Unfortunately, they are all in Italian, but there's a news because I'm trying to translate my last book about SEO for e-commerce. In Italian is because in Italian we say SEO, we don't say SEO, we say SEO. SEO per e-commerce. I would like to translate because uh, it's uh, it's very interesting because the first two chapters are the basis of SEO, and every chapter more is bricks more in order to reach a high level. Because Anatoly, you know better than me. To do SEO for an e-commerce, it's the hardest part of our job.
Mhm.
And who knows? Maybe a book of Gaetano Romeo will reach the the Anglophone market. Who knows?
Mhm. I want to ask you about algorithms. You mentioned that you wrote six books about SEO, including LinkedIn, LinkedIn.
Spoiler, quite seven.
Yeah, oh, nice. And SEO is a quickly changing world. Google changes algorithms. If I remember correctly, like 7,000 times a year, Google can change
You are
the
right.
engine,
You're
the
right. Yeah.
algorithms. And can you tell how to I mean, like, how to learn what's going on in SEO field, and how to satisfy both users and Google as well? Because I see when content creators think about humans and forget about search engines, Google doesn't rank. If they think about search engines and forget about users, Google doesn't rank. We need to satisfy both. Can you give insights how to do it?
Yeah, well, we can say the Google's job is to make our life complicated.
Yeah.
This is the main goal of Google. But honestly, always uh, it's almost 10 years, Anatoly. We are always telling this funny story that this year SEO is dead. SEO is
Mhm.
dead. It's about dying and something like this. I think until people will use, I won't say Google. I would say until people will use search engine, SEO will always alive. This is my
Mhm.
opinion. But of course, SEO is not died. It's not dead, but it's changed, and it's changed a lot. Because if you think when we started, Anatoly, are you agree with me that we can say it's a totally another job? It's a totally another job.
Yeah.
Totally, totally
For me,
another.
SEO is more related to marketing than ever, because when I started my SEO journey 12 years ago, I didn't consider human being. I consider only search engines because
This
I
is the
didn't
this
find,
is the key
and
point. This is the key point.
yeah, I
This
didn't
is the key
find
point.
another way how to satisfy search engines to get ranking positions. Today, yeah, it's another
But you
story.
remember, yeah, it's another story. You remember, I was in the past. We just did SEO, and we really did not care what happened in the inbound marketing funnel landscape. We really did not care because SEO is SEO. For us, was the most important channel of inbound marketing. Who cares what the other are doing? Now it's impossible because SEO it's always very very important. So it's a very important channel, but we can't think to do just SEO without using the other channels of inbound marketing or growth hacking, whatever you want. Okay, it's definitely totally impossible. This is the first point that changed in the last, I would say, 5 6 years, something like this. Then we can say you have to focus your attention on people because the algorithm Google is always going direction to think our people, you know
Mhm.
Google, we have to imagine people not more like a search engine, but like a person. And our main goal is to satisfy that person called Google. This is our main goal. Uh, I want to tell you a secret. I really do not care every update what happened because I always work, we would say, in a white SEO
White
way.
hat, yeah.
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 Okay. So I really do not care what happened because everything happened in Google. It doesn't hurt me because I always tell to my students when you are doing something it's not just related to Google search engine, digital marketing, just economy, focus your attention on the company which you are working with, whom which you are working with. That means which is the mission, the Google mission, the main mission of Google to
Yeah.
propose us the right answer to our question. Our our goal is just to take this search intent. That's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So to reply to your question, your previous question, for me, it's, of course, Anatoly, SEO, it's something, it's not the right science, as we say. Every one of us has his own opinion, but it's just my opinion. It's not the law. But my opinion is that think Google like a person and create your content just for people and not for search engine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you
Nice.
think about it.
You remind me Neil Patel. Neil Patel told me on my podcast that he doesn't read all SEO news. He doesn't have time on that, and he has no intent to read all this
Same
SEO
for
news.
me.
Yeah, because he prefers to practice, to craft his skills, in practice by doing something. And even a human being wants to read all news, I'm not sure it's possible to consume a teeny percent of new publications that are coming every single day. A lot of news, information,
No
and
way.
you,
No
yeah, and
way.
you,
No.
you can't change the strategy according to all this information, So
There's two
you
way.
can't,
You have basically actually you have two way. You can read everything or you work.
yeah, yeah. Okay, Gaetano, my question about creating the right strategy. We have these great tools like SEMrush, Ahrefs, Moz, Uber Suggest, great tools. Someone can use Google Keyword Planner, if they lack of budget. But I'm interested about finding the right keywords. For example, if I'm going to promote the keyword SEO, in the first, it's hard. It's so hard to overcome big websites like Neil Patel, Moss, many other great websites in the top 10. In the second, it doesn't mean that I can sell by having this keyword because SEO services or something similar, it's not related to SEO. It's like top of the funnel. Can you tell how to find the right keywords in your strategy and tell about priorities? Because it's another trap that I often see when webmasters take a lot more keywords than having resources. Because today it's hard to create a lot of high quality content at scale. Because you need to have a great team of writers, designers, web developers, content managers. So can you tell your methods how to choose priorities and choose the right keywords that will sell in the end?
Basically, I don't want to say it's a job for me, but kind of, and I'm gonna to tell you why. Um, my favorite tool, of course, is SEMrush because I'm brand ambassador for Italy for several years. I think 7 or 8 years, and it's a tool there I totally love. Uh, basically, uh, you know, I'm a spy. I'm gonna to tell you what I mean. I let the other do it the dark job for me. What does it mean? Using SEMrush, I take my project or my client on the what I'm working on it, and I compare with competitors. Okay, my my goal is to uh, find the keyword where competitors are ranking better than us. Then what I do, I check the SERP, the search engine result page, okay, and I see uh, if we are missing the search intent, because we spoke some minutes ago about the search intent, and Google is really focused on the search intent. So I realized what does really Google want for that SERP, because Anatoly, it's very important to say that every SERP is different. You can do the same SEO for the same keyword and for the same SERP. And so we say in the football, the soccer, every match is another story. And the same is for SERP. Every SERP is a story. It's totally different. So I see what Google desires for that SERP. And then I check the keywords. Boom. My competitors are ranking better. And the first step is what I can basically SEO basic, Anatoly. Title tag, content, internal linking, cross linking. Do I have to create a pillar content or related content in order that I can create much more internal linking that we know that Google loves so much, and so on. Then after a few weeks, I realized what happened, and then I start with a link building campaign in order to increase the ranking of that keyword. This is basically really how I work using SEMrush, and then everyone has his own technique. I can say that this brought me a lot of satisfaction.
Yeah, nice. Okay, you mentioned about link building, and each page have different methods of creating
Are you
content. I
agree
don't
with
know.
this? Are you agree with this?
Yeah, of course, because I remember when I started SEO, I didn't care about user intent. I didn't care about many things. Today, I see it's
It
a
was
must-have,
another era. It was another era.
Yeah, today it's better to research more, to understand your audience, to understand your competitors, to create something new and unique that's AI can't do it today.
We are in a customer centric era. It's
Yeah.
totally different. The time changed.
Okay, let's talk about link building. You mentioned that you check out on SEMrush how pages are doing and start link building campaigns. Today we have a lot of different link building techniques: skyscraper, guest posting, broken link building, PR. So many different types. Can you tell how to find the best link building strategy that will provide results? And for example, I found that link builders usually have some priorities on their strategies. For example, Ferry Kazoni, I spoke with him. He's a
I
great
met
guy.
him as well in the same conference.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And
Yeah, he's a great guy. So nice.
yeah,
Great guy.
and he only provides PR, nothing else.
Exactly. We can say that Ferry is not dual link building, is
Yeah,
providing digital PR. This is something different because it's much more focused on increasing the trustness, Uh,
yeah.
link building, it's different. It's
I think,
different.
yeah, but he found the way how to relate PR with link building because he has clients and he often shares case studies about doing link building by doing PR. So he can relate. both. So
But
it
of course, he's a very smart guy.
yeah. And can you tell about finding the right link building techniques, your loving methods, and how to get results? Because if you start from scratch a new link building technique, it takes time to learn it, to find the way. But yeah, I found that many link builders are great with just one specific technique and can create or earn or get links, to specific pages. Can you tell more about that?
Yeah, we can say there are basically, or there was basically two Gaetano in order that bef- there's like
Yeah.
before and then Christus, Jesus Christ, and this before and then penguin.
Mhm.
So, I thought
Yeah.
another life, coming back to 2012. It's very different. Eh, eh,
Mhm.
I used to do every type of technique you mentioned because in the past was so easy to get good results. After 2000 April, if I don't mind, it was April 2012, everything changed. You have to figure out that I know a lot of people that changed their job because they were not able to do this job after Penguin. Now basically you told right. uh, to do right link building, it's very hard. It's very hard. You need a lot of time. You need at least 1 2 person that are all day dedicated to do this. And honestly, I want to be honest with you. I don't like to do link building. I don't like link building. But at the same time, I'm not stupid. I know that I need to do it. And in this moment, I use a very basic law, basically uh, easy link building. Guest posting using I don't know if you know a very nice platform in Europe. Uh, it comes from Poland. They are Polish. It's called White Press.
Mhm.
I use this because I can post in every part of the world, especially in Europe, because of course I'm Bruce Clay Europe and I'm much more focused on the European market. And it's a platform where you can type what you need, the niche, the industry, uh, and you see a list of websites. Then it's like a really it's an e-commerce, and I'm doing like this. And to be honest, I'm getting a lot of good results. I'm very happy. I'm very satisfied. I'm working a lot with them. I really suggest you. I don't know if you already know, but I really suggest you because I'm a much more technical SEO. I prefer to do the technical part,
Mhm.
you know, because if I can spend a lot of hours in to see what doesn't work in a website, but to text, to write an email. Hey guy, how are you? I'm looking for a blog post. Uh, what does it cost? I don't like it. I want to be honest with you and with your audience. I,
Yeah.
I thought maybe because I'm becoming old. On mind, I become 40, 44 years old. I'm becoming old man. I, I found I choose the easiest way.
Yeah, yeah. I spoke with founders of
I was
White Press.
there. Yeah, I was there in Bielsko-Biała in that small city in Poland. It was an
Yeah,
amazing experience because they are huge. They are amazing,
yeah.
huge.
I check out the platform and test it, and I found it's slow more. It's more about guest posting, not like for
Yeah,
press
yeah, yeah, yeah.
releases, PRs. So yeah, I don't know why they call it like for PR, but it's more link building. I think it can help to unite website owners and someone who who needs these links. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean the perfect mix to use them to buy links and the same time to do by yourself or to have a press a press agency that can help you to do digital PR. That would be the perfect mix, my
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
Okay, got it. You mentioned that you are more technical guy. You know, when I check out Google Search Console, Page Speed Insights, Screaming Frog, SEMrush, Ahrefs, I see a lot of technical errors. It doesn't matter what kind of website I have, a lot of technical errors. And I found website owners can't fix most errors because yeah, because it depends on CMS, it depends on many other factors, their skills. Can you tell how to choose critical errors that it's a must have to fix? And yeah, because you know, I often check out and see like 100,000 errors and don't know what to take first. So, any tips about that?
Um, Basically, it's very strange what I'm telling to you, but my opinion, the first the first secret is to do not believe that Search Console is the Bible.
Hmm.
Okay, because they propose you a lot of problems in your website that at the end they are not. For example, you have an amazing numbers of I don't know, uh, not indexable pages, and then you go there, you are afraid, oh my god, the war happened. You can imagine the situation because you got an email, oh my god, the war happened. uh, uh, I hope that my client doesn't realize what happened and so on. You go there and realize that 18% of that are blocked by robots by it was doing by you.
Hmm.
For example, or do we want to speak about another SEO legend? You have a lot of 404 pages on what? This is not really a problem. It is a
Hmm.
problem if you have broken links that are pointing to these pages, or if this page were ranking well and actually you are losing that ranking. But if you basically uh, didn't didn't receive nothing from these pages at the end, it was not. It's not a
Hmm.
problem. It's not a SEO problem.
Hmm.
Um, Same. We will speak about the new vital, the famous vital score update. May I do a question? Did you find a website where everything was perfect? No, no, no. Okay, of course we use the Search Console, we use the page speed inside, we work the lighthouse, we work very close with our programmer in order that we can fix some bugs. But anyway, no panics, no panic, because they are they are not so huge problems like uh, wow, my website is collapsing or something like this. This is not really a problem for me. Anatoly, if you want my opinion, the first point that you are always to control, to check, SEO audit, is the structure.
Hmm.
The structure is always the first point, maybe because I'm coming from the Bruce Clay school, for us, the siloing structure, the siloing side, for us, it's the Bible. And for me, if you have a good structure, you won. This is my opinion. Uh, you told us something very important. The CMS you are using, my God, if I using Shopify, you know that you can't have a good structure, for example, because you are forced to have collection always, in the path. So you can't have the perfect Siloin website. So the first point, of course, structure. And you know what? Always people think that the problem is always something technical, but very often it's not like this. I always suggest to control, especially if you are a journal, a magazine, and you have an amazing, huge lot of contents, the pruning, the pruning of your website, because it happened that very often that technical speaking, your website is perfect. You can say, I check everything, Anatoly, when we are working in an audit, we are following our point, check it, check it, check it. You say, my God, what happened? This website is losing traffic, is blowing traffic, but I can't find anything. Everything, technical speaking, is perfect. And then you got to the log file, and do you realize that the first 10 content that Google is still using to visit are content from 2010 to from 2000. And then, well, you took this URL, you put on SEMrush, and you realize you are getting nothing from this URL, but Google is still going every day to visit this URL. And what is happening? Crawl budget is an useless consuming of crawl budget. So,
Yeah.
guys, the problem is not always something technical, but pay attention if you have a lot of content in your website.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got it. Got it. And I have final question to you. Now, let's imagine you didn't write any book, you didn't do any optimization, you don't know anything about SEO, but you need to start from scratch. You have website or you have a goal to get ranking positions, or it doesn't matter, or probably you wanna find a job in big companies to work like SEO expert, freelancer. So, can you tell what will you do today if you started from scratch?
Ooh,
Yeah.
very interesting question. Uh, First of all, we have to say this in this moment, in this age, it's a totally different comparison when we started. If we compare when we started, because now you can find a lot. For example, this podcast, for example, you can find a lot of information. And the first thing that I would do probably is, what is SEO? What is SEO? And then probably I would use ChatGPT in order that I
Mhm.
would ask him what is SEO. Could you please? I would use some prompt. Could you please? How? Uh, which are the most important techniques in order to optimize a website? and something like this. I would look for some guides online, uh, some books. Uh, I would follow webinars, podcast. The more you remember when we started, what you told me, we are still students. The more you study, the more it's possible to get results. The secret is to be always hungry.
Yeah, nice. Love it, love it, love it. It's important to learn, but it's more important to practice, to do something, Yeah, with your website, with other websites, but practice. Practice makes
Dirty
miracles.
hands,
Yeah,
dirty hands.
yeah. Gaetano, it's a big pleasure to get in my show, to learn from you. Tell
Was
our
my
audience,
pleasure.
yeah, the best way how to keep learning from you, how to reach out to you, how to follow you, how to read your books.
To read my books, it's very hard because you have to understand Italian, but I really would appreciate if you follow me on LinkedIn, Gaetano Romeo. Uh, I propose in both languages, English
Mhm.
and Italian. So if you would follow me on LinkedIn, I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And again, Anatoly, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, big pleasure. Love it. Valuable. Guys, I submit LinkedIn account in the description below. So if you speak Italian, you must have to follow. If you speak English, follow because you can get a lot of valuable tips. Okay, guys, love you. See you.